Hello and welcome back to After the End. I've been looking at men-at-arms in between episodes, and the reason I've been doing this is because comments basically sparked my interest. They said they didn't know that the only reason our men-at-arms were costing more is that we had more men-at-arms regiments, and not that the individual size was too high. So what do I mean by this? Well, if we go and have a look at this, we'll see that this is 9 of 8, that's costing us 20%, but there's no extra penalty for being over these numbers. So that got me interested. I was like, okay, how much are men-at-arms costing? Could we optimize this? And I basically thought, I'll do a little refresher for myself and figure this out. So we're going to start with, where does that 20% go? Because we're paying 20% extra. What does that actually mean? Well, what that means is that 20% gets put into here. So we're paying 20% of 34.4, which is not a lot, right? Like that's not a lot to start with. And then if we go down here, you'll see that it's getting thoroughly reduced down to almost nothing, right? So actually that 20% doesn't matter at all. If we had the option to get another men-at-arms and pay like 40%, I'm in. If we could pay 60%, 80%, 100%, I think we're in, because I think our negatives would like completely take away any amount of like positive here, right? Like I think that we would simply be paying around about the same amount of money, and we'll prove that in a minute. So that's step number one. If we get more opportunities to raise this, we should definitely look for them, even if it's temporary, because we can definitely afford it. The next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to check that I was right, that being over the max size doesn't matter. And it doesn't. However, I will warn you that maths and paradox are close friends, but not quite joined at the hip. By that I'm meaning that you can kind of see where it's adding up, but not quite. So, if this is not costing us any extra, right? Then the 14th one will be exactly the same as the 13th one, right, when we decrease in size. And it tells you, when you hover over the decrease in size, how much it's going to cost. So, with that in mind, we can work it out before we even look at it. Full maintenance is 0.54 divided by 14, you get 0.038. Unraised maintenance is 0.18, and if you divide it by 14, you get 0.012. Okay, so if we're rounding up, we're expecting 0.04. If we're rounding down, we're expecting 0.03. Rounding up, we're expecting 0.02. Rounding down, we're expecting 0.01. Okay, hopefully that all makes sense. So let's see what it says we're going to lose. 0.03. which would be our rounding down number, and then 0.00. Now, what does that tell us? Well, I think that tells us that this number here is not 0.18. This number is a number lower than 0.18, and it's rounding up rather than rounding down, which is interesting, right? Like, assuming that we've done all of the calculations correct. So that's kind of odd, right? That this number must be a lower number. Which you could also assume that this could also be a lower number than 0.554. Which, when I press this, you'll find that that is the case. Because this is now 0.50 and this is 0.16. So it's not that it's gone down by 0.04 or by 0.02. It's actually that those numbers are not correct, and they're rounding differently to the numbers on here. But what's more important is that the numbers on here are the same for the 13th one as they were for the 14th one. So essentially, it costs the same. Now, you might be saying, okay, but how much money would you make if you got rid of a men-at-arms regiment? Would you be making enough to make it worth thinking about? Well, let's have a look at that. So currently, our men-at-arms cost us 34.3, and then all the modifiers apply, and it costs us 3.4. While we're at war, it costs us 7.1. So, I'm just going to get rid of these trebuchets. We don't need them anymore. Get rid of them. Okay? So that's now 0.0 So sorry, that's now 3.3 here. So we have saved 0.1 from getting rid of all of the trebuchets. And then our max is still 7.1. So it doesn't even change the max amount. Well, by that I mean it probably does change the max amount our men-at-arms cost, but it changes it at a level where it's like rounding to the same number, right? So effectively, it's not worth it at all, because it's saving us so little that it will barely show up on our balance sheet. It's like so insignificantly small an amount that we would happily pay like 100% for our men-at-arms to have another 4 regiments, right? Like, we would happily do that because it would be so minuscule an amount we would be paying. So, thought it was just worth going through. It was kind of interesting. Anyway, I'm definitely going to reload because, like, I'm not going to lose that thing here. But if we ever get an opportunity, like a limited opportunity to increase our men-at-arms amount, we should do it because then we can get... because then we can get, like, just free value, basically, out of our men-at-arms. Anyway, I'm going to upgrade that to max, and I can station it somewhere, because we have somewhere to station things. So those have both been taken. Where do I hold land? Ah, there we go. Yeah, so you can go to this one. Wonderful. Okay. Cool. Provincial armies? They are all fine and all fine. Yeah, they're all maxed out to whatever they can get to. That's what we love to see. Also, I just realized something. Yeah, of course, we could just recruit armies if we wanted to from our administrative vassals. Huh. I mean, we can't get very many. Actually, I suppose they're all men-at-arms, so maybe we can get quite a lot. But, anyway, we don't need to. But it's just a thought. Anyway, what else are we doing? We can hold court. I have a lot of money. Let's hold court. Growth in Lichfield. What do you want to do? I can construct a new city here. Sure, I suppose I'll spend the money on that. I don't really care, but it gets a city founded for 25 years, which is kind of okay, and it also makes this person like me, I suppose. Sure. Your Grace, the municipality of the Bronx grows rich by our burghers' dealings with trading ships which ply the havens along the United States of America's coast. We have made our town, and you prosperous and deserve greater influence over Westchester. I'm not giving you Westchester, that's mine. I could ask for the money for Westchester. I'm going to give you a mercantile charter. Yeah, this is the right one. Well, no, that lowers holding taxes. Can I just say, like, no? Yeah, I could, but yeah. Okay, this is just a bad event, but that's okay. That doesn't cost us that much, I suppose. Okay, there's a monument that we can get rid of. We can have domineering monument, or give my formal approval for the restoration. Please, peasants. I'll please the peasants and increase the cultural acceptance for these guys. I think I've been told it's the Quebecois. So it's, yeah, it's a similar sound at the start and the end. Anyway. It's fine. Right, that's that. And now we have to figure out what we're doing. I think I'm waiting a month for things to recalculate. There we go. Well, we've gone past a month there. So things should have briefly recalculated. And now... When's our truce? Ah, we have no truce. Wonderful. What do you have underneath you? Ah, horrible stuff. Okay. What do I need from this person? Let's look at that first. What do I need? I think I will need you for Reunite the Carolinas, right? So I need to have 80% of the counties in the Carolinas region, which is going to be this one. So I want to get that land. Okay. That's fine. I also need East Tennessee, which we have. Middle Tennessee, which we have. West Tennessee, which we have. Fantastic. Okay. And then Carolinas region. I need to close that for it to show us it. Yeah. So I need this land, basically. Okay. I'm just going to try and... Yeah, there we go. Select it so it gets rid of the highlighted bit. So I would love to be able to press a claim on that kingdom. So I currently don't own enough of that kingdom to press a claim, and there's nobody with any claims on it. Any duchies here? There are some duchies, but I could just declare a holy war for the duchies. I think unfortunately we are out of luck. We're going to have to do this in 2 wars. Maybe even 3 wars. Yeah. I think I might take mid-country here. Let's go. And then we are going to rally ourselves over here. Wonderful. Also, I am going to have to go and do console commands again if we want to actually finish this decision, but we'll worry about that when we get there, basically. We haven't quite got there yet. Hey, we discovered standing armies. Oh, that puts us at 9 of 9, thereby making my entire talk about men-at-arms completely invalidated. How much does it cost us now for raised? It costs us 7.2. Actually costs us more right now. Okay, because the amount that it's saving us is so inconsequential that, like, us increasing that men-at-arms size mattered more. Although, actually, now we can do this as well, which is going to disappear all of our money and make it much, much, much more expensive. But that's okay. I'm willing to pay. There we go. That's good. Right, and then I want to probably get bombards next. I mean, siege speed matters quite a lot. Yeah, bombards are probably the biggest contributor to that. Yeah, I'm just seeing what other options we have. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm just going to go for bombards, which we'll get in 8 years. That seems reasonable. Right. And then siege. Be nice and quick. Okay, we've taken some of the war goal. I would love to defeat that army if we could. And I'd also love to go to their capital. Prisoners are dying. I probably should have dealt with you before declaring war, now that I think about it. I might recruit you. You might be good. Definitely recruiting you. And then you... yeah, I don't need you. Wonderful. Oh, yeah, convert. That's fine. Let's go. Finish this siege. Okay. Wonderful. They're starting to siege. I'm going to go to Barnwell after this. I'm not going to buy your coffee. Alright, Barnwell. Prisoners. Get ourselves 10 gold. Nothing for you. Martin, I'm not getting anything for you either way. Esco, I'm not getting anything for you either way. Right. There we go, and I can grab myself another 10 gold. Perfect. Right. Clear those out of the way. Do this siege. I'm going to go here and do this siege. I'm just moving myself closer and closer to their army with each siege. My rival is dead. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know they were my rival, but they're dead now, so that's cool. Commander skill. We're going to lead the army. What have we got? Sell trivial titles. Oh, I'm in an army. Oh, couldn't possibly. Okay, that's fine. Worry about it in a second. Right. Finishing a couple of buildings. We've defeated their army. We'll wait a second or two. Wonderful. Don't need anyone. As in, like, nobody's worth war score, so no one's important. So let's enforce demands. Nice. Disband. We can transfer you. That's fine. Okay. Awesome. Captured 3 things here. We can destroy all of. There we go. Awesome. Then this new bit of land, I should be able to create palmetto in it. Yeah. Which I also should not be able to give to... yeah, so... is it Tar Heel I want to give it to? Is Tar Heel, so I should be unable to give you that. No, so I could give you things in Palmetto, but I don't think I could give you Palmetto. Yeah, unfortunately not. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to come in here, revoke it, do the decision, then unrevoke. Okay, fine. We can do that. So save the game. Reload the game exactly where we are. And hopefully we'll be able to do that. But yeah, I'll meet you back here in a second via the power of editing. Okay, so we're back. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Tarheel. And we are going to go down here. And we are going to take Realm. That one, I'm going to mark you as, like, important. Right. Take Realm. Okay. That now means that I can reunite the Carolinas. Fantastic. Seems good to me. We have everything that we need. Legends and poems tell of a time long ago where Tarheel and Halmeto were twins who lived in harmony. Some tragedy befell on the two of them and they parted ways. It's high time for me to reunite the lost twins into the great united realm of Carolina. Sweet Carolina. The twin realms of Palmetto and Tarheel have been reunited at last. Forevermore shall we live in harmony and cooperation with each other. Never again shall we separate. Wonderful. So, that now means that we have Carolina, which is all of this. And I could give it to Tennessee, and it would make things look nicer. However, I'm going to give it to you, because I didn't really revoke your stuff in the right way. Do I need to, like, force you into my court? Yes, I think so. Yes, I do. What's this? Oh, no, let's not worry about that. I wonder if I want to do... Was it Yes Man? Yes Man? There we go. Yes Man are on, as it says. So then when I invite... Oh, I thought that it'd do it immediately. Okay. Gonna just go a day. There we go. Arrived at court. Wonderful. Yes, man. Cool. I guess I could have used that to revoke the title had I wanted to. Then I should go into here. I should grant appointment, State of Carolina. Right, and you can have all of this. Wonderful. That seems good. There's a bunch of vassals who you need to get, but we will worry about that when we come back from the editing, which will put us out of debug mode. Alright, we're back. So, we have now got a bunch of things I need to like get rid of, and a bunch of people who I need to send to Carolina. I mean, they're already in Carolina, I just need to make it official. I'm not actually sending them anywhere. They're just like kind of there as landowners. So, there we go. We now have a Carolina. Okay, anyone want to tell me why this is not marked as Carolina? Despite being in Okay, so this one's an interesting one. This one's in Carolina. It's a single county with 2 baronies, right, which are in the same county. There's nothing else about this person that would indicate that they are not meant to be part of Carolina, right? Everything indicates that this person is part of Carolina. Do you desire it? No. So he doesn't desire it, and this person wasn't on the list of people to send into Carolina. Why? It's a great question. Fundamentally, I have no idea. But oh, sorry. Yeah, shouldn't be speaking to you. Be speaking to you. But yeah, I guess you can be that person's vassal. I'm gonna do the same thing to this one as well. Okay. Northflow is a state, so that's nothing we need to worry about. What are you? You're just an individual thing? Should you be part of Northflow? You want to be part of Northflow? No, Northflow. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, you're a state as well. Okay. How many am I over? 1. Okay, well, that's fine then. I'm going to extort my subjects, and I'm going to sell some trivial titles. Let's see what happens. Okay, so You already hate me, so honestly, like, hate me more? Okay, next. This person has given me shameful behavior and lowered direct vassal's opinion of me. Oh no. Anyway, I'm gonna take his money and then use it to build things. Right. Let's do that. Still can't upgrade this? Nope. Alright, cool. Anything else I can upgrade with our provincial armies? Now I got increased size of stuff. I can increase you, but I think it's unrelated. Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll do that. Wonderful. Right. Also, just to make life easier, I'm going to turn it to that page, because provincial armies tends to lag a little bit. I'm assuming because there are a lot of armies. Right. Cool. So we have now reformed the Carolinas. Wonderful. What's next? Subjugate California, acquire Greenland, assert northern or southern independence, of which we have no progress whatsoever. Reform Colorado, Wyoming, or nothing. Okay. I think I was going to attack you, right? And I was going to get myself Greenland. I think I was thinking about grabbing myself a little Greenland. Yeah. Let's demand fealty. Let's use our demand fealty war. Okay, also, they are not touching. Why is that important? Well, it's important. Also, who's your ally? Oh, my vassal, okay. It's important because it means that there's no purpose to us whatsoever raising our troops over here. We might as well raise our troops over here and get on the boats over here so we can raise them quicker. Now, there's an argument we should just raise them there, but let's raise them at the top here. Yeah, so let's raise them here. Right, let's go. Oh, how many men do you have? None. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to just raise men-at-arms. How long is it going to take? 20 days, that's okay. Finished a couple of moats. Oh, okay. Oh, these were the extra buildings I was building. Oh, that's cool. I'll upgrade that, and I'll upgrade... I guess I can't upgrade that one. Okay, that's the max you upgrade to. Okay, well, in that case, why don't you build me some workshops, decrease the cost of my men-at-arms. They're so expensive nowadays, you know. Love it if you could just decrease the cost of them a little bit. Right, get a hook, get 100 gold, get 69 gold, get you away from me because you've got the underscore and I don't like the underscore. It frightens me. It makes me think you're broken. Right. That's fine. Send gift. No. Dangerous faction. I refuse. Misdeeds of the Intel Director. In the evening, Intel Director Uriel sits in a dimly lit council room. His gaze and quill are focused upon inconspicuous expense reports, yet beside him lie clay models with the royal stamp, which would only be needed if he intended to defraud the realm. To think that a man of his position would dare act so disgracefully under the eyes of Washington. Disgracefully, but skillfully. Had I not caught him in the act, nobody would have been the wiser to his scheme. So I can publicly shame him because we are Commander-in-Chief and President. That will satisfy the peasants. Okay, potentially. He could also die, potentially. To the dungeons. He can forge documents for me. Or those funds are meant for me, right? Yeah, why don't you forge some documents for me, random person? Yeah, I don't really care that you're forging documents. Yeah, forge them for me. That gets us an intrigue perk. Our first intrigue perk. Wonderful. I'm going to grab ourselves Dreadful. Increase our dread gain. Our natural dread is probably terrible. Yeah, it is. So, yeah. Increase the gain a little bit. Okay. So, wait a little bit. Let the traits be known to all. I'm going to put our organizer in charge. There we go. And I'm going to get us on boats. Wonderful. And then I'm going to split us in half once we're on the boats. New executioner needed. Oh, new food taster needed. Will you like me? As you like me, you can be my food taster. Executioner. It's going to be my acclaimed knight. Artificer. Don't have anyone. Alright, bunch of things can be built. Let's replace our hunting grounds with stables. Nashville. Keep upgrading our workshops. I'll keep upgrading that. Arlington. Let's upgrade our trade port. Wonderful. Back to our army. Oh, I don't need my grandson marked anymore. Continue letting traitors be known to all. We're getting there. Cool, we've made it to the water. I'm going to split in half. I'm going to send one half to their capital. And I'm going to send the other half all the way over here, I think. To whichever bit of this is siegeable, so there. Cool. Wonderful. Right. Go. Also, we need a new person in here. It's going to be you. Wonderful. Would be lovely if that list didn't show existing tax collectors. I get it does it so you can move them if you need to, but, like, come on. Anyway. We have a great-granddaughter named Vera. Okay. Right. Why am I losing land if you die? Because this person will get it. And this person's under Columbia. Okay. Sure. Now lose land if you inherit Kansas. Why? Because you are in line for Castilla. Oh, it's because you're probably in line for... Okay. I see, you'll lose land because Kansas is a higher tier title. I understand, I understand. Does potentially mean if I was to give you a kingdom tier title, though, and you inherited Kansas, that I would then get Kansas for free. Just a thought. Yeah. That is true. However, I don't know if I have a kingdom tier title for you. No, I don't. Do I have any I could create that would be suitable? No. Essentially. Yeah, it's a solid no. Alright, cool. Right, where are we? Back over here? Just kinda wait for these armies to get wherever they're going. Till death do us part, our husband is dead. This was our husband, that not that we married for love, but who we married for stats. So, although I'm very upset, new husband. I choose you, Eldon. Fantastic. You are chosen purely because you have the highest stewardship stat I could find. Right. Oh, I can upgrade the castle. Wonderful. That's going to make us even more money. Okay. He accepted the marriage. Great. That's all he needed to do. Hey, new dynasty legacy. I should have checked that we wouldn't lose prestige, actually, from the marriage, but anyway. Which one did I take last time? I think I took law, right? Maybe? Yeah, that's possible. House of Warriors is also nice. Yeah, let's keep going down here. I was going to go down here so I can get to this, right? Yeah. Get Faithful Magistrates. Makes titles cheaper, which is good if we need prestige as well. And control growth is quite nice just in general. Just to keep money flowing. Okay. And that's across everybody of my dynasty. So anywhere my dynasty holds land, control growth will be high as well. Which is a lovely little bonus. Right. Keep upgrading things. Back over here. We're almost there. Where's your army? You have one? Yep, you're somewhere. Ah, I see. They're on their capital. Well, that's going to be potentially really good for us, because we can just land on top of them and destroy them. Cool. Gift artifact. No. Right. Battle. We're crushing it. Got poetry about legacy, so legitimacy is better now. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I've seen people talking about legitimacy recently. It doesn't really do anything that's very interesting. I think it's one of the systems that sounded very interesting in practice, but has done nothing since. Because once you get it to max, basically you never look at it again, right? It just exists and it's a buff. But somebody was suggesting that they should tie it to titles, which makes an absurd amount of sense. Because, you know, if we were to, say, inherit Brazil, right? We would not be the legitimate ruler of Brazil, and most likely we wouldn't be the legitimate ruler of Brazil, so therefore we should have a different legitimacy value. It makes perfect sense. Obviously that's never going to happen, because this is already at the character level and it would be a major rework, but yeah, I think it does make sense to do it that way around. Anyway. Right, we seized a prize brooch. Is it any good compared to what we're using in that slot? Nope, and I can't destroy it. Wonderful. Okay, we're about to finish this siege. Your new job is to go... probably to... here? Yeah, figure out how to get there. Right, and at least when I go to this one, I should be able to siege the next one along. New powerful families. We finished a couple of things. So I'm going to upgrade your workshops. And your keep. And your trade port. And your stables. And back to the armies. Cool. So, on the army, and then immediately we're landing again. Great. 9 days to siege. And... got that. Are we losing war score? No, we actually have ticking war score. In our favor. Wow. Okay. Don't know why, because we don't have all of their land, but maybe the demand fealty war is based... maybe war score is based on, like, battles won. Definitely possible. That's 100% war score. Let's enforce the demands. Right. Disband. So you... oh, I can transfer this person. That should put me at my vassal limit again. Cool. So, now I should be able to acquire Greenland. Ah, no, I'm missing this bit. Missing Svalbard up here, which is too far away to interact with, apparently. How am I ever going to get that piece of land? It's too far away to interact with. What? How would you, like, envision me getting that land then, game? Like, because it's too far away. I guess they would have to get land in my territory. That's the only way it works. Were they maybe originally within... they were originally within this kingdom, so you'd get them... yeah, so you would get them, but are you separate? It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but what I think happened is is that there was a faction, and then they broke free, which then means that you can't get them because they're too far away. I guess what we could do, there is a way of increasing your diplomatic range, right? It's something I never think about, but is there some... it's not in here, is it? No. I'm trying to remember where diplomatic range is. I'm sure I've seen one thing that increases your diplomatic range. Is it Dynasty Legacy? You know what it might be? It might be in Wanderer? Main taxes... no. Diplomatic range, I think, is from your capital, not from your character as well. I was wondering whether we could potentially just travel there with the character, but I don't think it works that way. As much as you might want it to. I think it's from the capital. Point of interest rewards. Finally there. Oh, there you go. Knew there was one. Diplomatic range, 15%. That's the only way that we can get this to happen, is by doing that. Do I lose 10% monthly income for it? Yes. Yes, definitely. We are going to gain a ton of wandering experience. Yeah. When we choose it. Like an absurd amount. I want this one. There we go. So we're going to get one every 12 months. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in 7 months we can get there. Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal, but there you have it. Okay. You want to be my vassal? Nope. Alright, his realm's distant from mine. Yeah, he's so far away, he couldn't possibly be my vassal. It's because this is impassable. It's the same problem that we had. It's because this is technically the closest bit of land. So it's like, it's away, it's over the seas. Despite it quite clearly not being. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. You don't want to just be my vassal? Oh, you're getting there, though. You are getting there. If my powerful vassals liked me more, you would say yes. So we could actually make that happen. However, you're currently at war with Big Sky. Yeah, and Big Sky are going to take all of your land, but you're currently defending against these guys who are going to take Big Sky. Okay. You want to be my vassal? Nope. His realm's distant from mine. You want to be my vassal? No, but you can probably just be declared war upon, and I can demand your fealty, which will then mean that these guys will be my vassal, which means that these guys might be my vassal, and I can get all of this land. Let's do it. Also, Black Earth. Do I want to declare war on you? Probably, yeah. While I'm here, I'll demand fealty for your land. Right. Let's rally point here. Also, let me just check something. I was just checking they didn't fall apart. Sometimes they think about it. Right, raise all. Let's go. Okay. We would love to lead this army, because then we don't get events in our capital. I also need to ransom some prisoners. Press the ransom button. Let's go. Okay. We just finished a whole bunch of buildings. Let's do a bunch more. Windmills. Windmills. Yeah, can't upgrade you. Trade port. Stables. Can't upgrade anything here. Alright, you're done. This one, I'm out of money. Alright, cool. Wait for our men at arms, which will be any second now. There we go. Right, go. Wonderful. That's all fine. Okay. So we're hoping for 50% war score here. Didn't quite get that. Okay. Head back this way. Siege. Okay. Next one. Actually, we're at 50. Now I can beat up their army and that'll give me 100. If their army wipes, which it will. So we're going to kill every member of their army. There we go. 100%. Enforced demands. Great. So what land was that? That's more Saskatchewan. Okay. And then we'll head to Meadow Lake. Right. We can fix our vassal issue when we take this land, because then we'll be able to create Saskatchewan, which will then let us put them all underneath that one vassal. Be good. I'm going to... Oh no, I'm going to upgrade the Great Library. Yes, I'm not going to replace it. I'm just going to upgrade it, which will give us learning per level of fame, which is great. Yeah, and increase monthly lifestyle experience and cultural fascination and all other such good stuff. The Library of Known Things. Right, I was going to replace it, and then I realized it was a unique building and was like, oh, probably not. Yeah, okay. Back over here. New building slots. Okay, any guesses what new building slots means? I mean, obviously it means something. I think it means I got a new building slot in Westchester. Yeah, maybe, but like, I love the way it just was like, new building slots. Context, reason why? Nope, do not need those. All you need is the words new building slot. Okay, are you the person I'm against? Yes, you were probably in that other war against the Great Khan or whatever. Right, let's beat him up. You're still there. Yup. Wonderful. That is the end of them. That's 50% war score. Let's head in here. Wonderful. Anyone I can ransom? Many people I can ransom. Wonderful. And then here, can I upgrade Nashville? Nope. This one? Yes, I can upgrade that one. Okay, back over here. Ransoms accepted. Nice. More ransoms I can get here. Okay. Quest retirement? No. 2 more. Okay. That should be all of those done. Nope, there's still people I can ransom. 81 gold here. Are you worth 4 score? No? Okay. Let's ransom you. And you. You, I'm just going to gain a weak hook. You, I'm going to gain a weak hook. You, I'm going to gain a weak hook. Wonderful. Get us as much money as we can. Okay, cool. You, 10 gold. Okay. Finish that siege. Let's now head down here. Prisoners can be ransomed. We'll get 50 gold. Alice. Gain a hook. I think that's Big Sky taken, right? Sort of, although now there's a Saskatchewan, which I can't create because now they hold all of it. That's annoying. Yeah. They might have held it before, but I might have been able to usurp it because it wasn't their primary title. That's probably what happened. They probably took the primary title. Grant some vassals to the rightful liege. Give me huge amounts of money per vassal. And 100% enforced demands. Right, disband. So my plan was to create this, but I can't. I already have this one though. Can I give you any vassals? Yeah, okay. Any other vassals that I can give you? Doesn't look like it unless I'm willing to give them this one. Which I think I am, yeah. I can't. Oh, grant vassal. This one? There we go. That seems reasonable to me in terms of like saving money. So I'm now next to you. You would not accept vassalization, but wait a second. And you will. Okay. It was still showing negative, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. They just hadn't recalculated that bit. Yeah, look at that. So, massive expansion, doing absolutely nothing to achieve it. Okay. That's what we love to see. This one. Vassal. Vassal. And vassal. And then you, not quite. Your realm was my realm was distant. I see. Okay, I'm not going to buy your coffee. Cool. That's all fine. And that's a huge amount of land that we just took. Realm is no longer distant. Still doesn't want to do it, but it's not because the realm is distant. Okay, now I can vassalize you as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll vassalize you as well. Now, you probably desire most of this, right? Oh, definitely, yeah. Sorry, what's the name of the second one you desire? Yeah, we should probably rename that. Right. Grant you that one. Is this all within your one? That one actually wasn't. Oops. That was just a random vassal. There you go. So that's all yours. Yeah. That's actually part of Alberta, which we don't have yet. Although what I could do is give you Alberta. But at least move you out from underneath the other person. Here we go. Seems reasonable to me. So that's good. So now I hold Alberta. This person's about to become my vassal. I know I lost the title. I gave it to them. It's like, you lost the title. I'm like, yeah. I know. It's on purpose. For once. Right. I'm 3 direct vassals above my limit, which is fine. Oh, and I'm missing... yeah, they're not currently in tax categories, which probably wasn't helping my income. Okay, regret and sorrow. Oh, okay. It's fine. Well, it's a bunch of land I got. Bunch of Danish and Canadian land I got, but, you know, we got a bunch of land today. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.